there, people of the internet, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. In the last episode, we learned that he's actually been getting multiple black letters ever since, like, a year ago.
That's back my letter. Is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Edamon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it."
So someone found out about your true identity, just like that?
Yeah, it's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, he wanted to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure that I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a sec. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box in the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans?
Now this is getting interesting.
What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting or some other rare treasure. They showed me security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who's planned the heist wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from a very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
So they must have delayed thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Rhonda Light was Mask to Mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Do you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So you went after the Sacred Urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, the truth is I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? But please don't hurt me. We're behind a glass pane. I literally couldn't hurt you if I wanted to.
Anyway.
Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did. So I turned myself in yesterday.
Why?
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I would have had an alibi, right?
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya! Hey! Hurley! I'm back!
Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time?
The Sacred Urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. This is the real urn. Phew! That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said it's paint, and they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay, we'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Okay, now that means we can probably go back to Adrian.
Be like, hey, we know that you probably put this back together.
Yeah. So, okay. Now I need to start reevaluating my theories, now that we have all this new information.
Okay, so
Rhonda Light is, in fact, Mask to Mask.
Right,
but
he is genuinely actually the thief.
Yes. But there's someone else who's planning the
heists and putting everything together.
And of course...
And all he had to do is basically just follow the manual.
Right. And of course that has to be Luke Adamy. There's literally no one else who it could be. Because he's a great detective or whatever. He found out who Mask to Mask was and started blackmailing him. And then...
Well, not only that, but also, remember how he's been talking about, like how he's been putting those jewels and everything has been stealing into a safety deposit box?
Yeah. And that jewel on his finger, like you're saying, is probably the same one.
Right. Not only that, but also that would explain as to how he was able to, you know...
To recover, yeah.
Right. The artifacts that were stolen is because he's been blackmailing him, giving him only a portion of the cash that he sold him for.
And Luke Atme already knew about the blackmail letter that was inside the apartment.
Right.
And if it was him who called him to the security office, then it would have been then it would suffice to say that he sent all the other blackmail letters as well.
Right. That being said, why would he set up the murder of KB? Like, he's already got the blackmail thing working. Ron is happy. Luke Atme is satisfied because he gets to play the ace detective the entire time anyway. So why turn around and murder Kane Bullard?
I don't know.
Like, honestly, what is the motive? Like, the blackmail and everything, you know, fine, whatever, sure. But why the murder?
I don't have an answer.
And also, though, I mean, that this entire time that he has been keeping everything a secret from his wife.
Yeah.
So she generally knows nothing about any of this.
Which kind of, I think, throws away my Desiree theory of her being mask to mask. Because, I mean, yeah, because Ron is, in fact, mask to mask.
Right, which means that Luke Atme is only posing as mask to mask because he got the fake first costume.
But Luke Atme is in the CEO's office at the same time as Ron Delight, which means someone else is the one who took the urn.
Yeah. The real person is behind everything, I'm assuming.
But I thought that would be Luke Atme.
Well, maybe not. Because, I mean, if he is an ace detective and everything, I don't know. Just there's something missing here. There's another element at play that we are not familiar with yet.
Yeah, there's something else going on.
Oh my god, what if it's Larry? What if this entire fucking time?
I really doubt it, honestly.
I'm just like, can you imagine how fucking hilarious that would be, though?
I mean, that would be a twist, but...
That is a twist I would never see coming.
I say that it's a negative 20% chance, though.
Right?
Negative 200%. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you.
Hey, hello there.
I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see. Maybe we take another good look at this urn. We can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Oh my god. It's not a mystery, y'all. You're all just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
Okay. Examine, I guess. Oh. This box. There's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box the secret urn was in.
Remember? Oh, sorry.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigating it, Nick.
Okay, now the box gets out of the record. Cool.
Pink paint, maybe?
Yeah, probably. I'm just looking around everywhere first. Okay. Looks like to me that it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is it.
Ah! That's the box the secret urn was in!
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right! Look, it matches!
Gee, it's almost as if we knew this from the very beginning. We just had to get through all this rigmarole for them to figure out first.
We knew that the box was sitting there when it was picked up in the paints, and then I'm guessing Adrian used the pink paint as a sort of glue to fix it.
I swear the most obvious things take forever for the main characters to actually pick up on.
Right, but the really like complex, intricate stuff, they're like, oh, it must have been this.
Right.
It's like, what? Why? How? What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would.
Ah!
Jeez. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're much closer to solving the mystery of what happened with the urn.
Already solved it, just...
Okay, well let's see what you have to say about these things.
See? We got our secret urn back.
That's really wonderful. But we're not entirely convinced it's the same urn. And Miss Andrews, we want you to cooperate with us. What a magnificent box. You're not gonna throw us off the trail with that flattery. I wanna know about the paint on this box. Well, I'm sure I don't know anything about that. Some people just have a natural gift for lying. Adrian's not one of them. Miss Andrews, about the paint that's all over this wall. Oh, look at that! It looks like paint, alright. Isn't that funny? I never noticed that before.
That has to be the most pathetic acting I have ever seen in my life. I am beginning to get very frustrated.
Uh-oh. I better do something to calm them down, and fast. Alright, let's get this over with.
Was it the reprise of a 1,000-yard slap or some shit?
Yeah. You know, about the sacred urn. Okay.
Well, we have the genuine right here, finally.
Does it say anything about my fingerprints on it? No. But that's still okay. Sorry to break it to you, but this urn is a genuine article. Pearls went back to Crane Village, and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? What am I supposed to... No. Why do I think it was broken recently?
Because the poster still shows it from before?
Oh, yeah. This poster, it was a Thank you, Johnny. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but...
I mean, that's literally the only lead I could think of, was this one still shows it from back when Pearl tried to fix it, so I mean...
Right. Yeah, good catch.
I didn't realize it was because it was broken again, though. I just figured that she saw that it was clearly not put together correctly. It was like, oh, well,
which makes more sense as to why she's so clammy about it.
Right.
Like, if you just fix it, then why be nervous? But no, I guess she broke it again, but this time fixed it properly.
I'm guessing maybe somehow, for whatever reason, she, dropped the box or whatever in the paint and everything when she was carrying it or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case, it got dropped in the paint, it broke, and I'm assuming she was the one that put it back together.
Right. But honestly, though, you put it back together correctly, so if anything, we should be thanking you.
Right?
Yeah. This poster, it was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster from the exhibit. At the time this photo was taken, the urn said, "I am" on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. It wasn't there when I wasn't even there when the photo was taken for this poster was taken. That was a mistake.
That's you.
Oh, that was a mistake. Now, tell me the truth. Wait. For? Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Looks like she's not going to give up the Psychox so easily. Do you have any proof the urn was broken here at the Lord of the Taylor?
The paint. That's all over it.
Well, Miss Andrews, what is this supposed to mean? This urn has pretty little pink splotches on it. And there's some on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be the exact same, wouldn't you say? So, what does that prove? Yeah, that urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them.
That was Phoenix.
Oh. The box, they both dropped in when... Oh. Whatever I said as Adrian.
Are you with me?
Are you with me so far? Yes. The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in the Lord of the Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, that means the urn was broken here too. So can you prove that? Can you prove the box was... Yeah. Okay, right here. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. There's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of the basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted in the part of the paint stain, am I right? Yes. If you put this box in the impression of the paint, you can see that it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped here the other night. I know this I know this has an exclamation point, which means I should be going like, which means this box was dropped over here, right?
Over there.
Right. But I feel like this is so obvious. It's like I have to explain this, and I'm like so done. You know, it's like, come on. The box was dropped over there. I mean,
like, anyway, like, listen. I don't care that it broke again. Is there anything missing from it? No, it's perfectly put back together the way it's supposed to be. And, you know, the contents were questionably lost a long time ago anyway. So at this point, I'm just glad that it's fixed and working again. But
I don't
you're
even know.
so uptight about it. Like, listen, it's regrettable that it broke again, but big fucking deal.
Right.
Like, it's all still there.
I don't even know why this is a mystery. Like, this is so obvious. I'm literally walking forward 2 steps to show you this. I mean, come on. Anyone who has eyes and a brain can see this is what happened. I don't know why I have to spell it out for you. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright.
Hey, wait on a second, but Justice is my predecessor. Or successor. For a game.
Oh, right. Apollo Justice.
Right.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just happened the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it down here for safekeeping when I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed onto the ground. I heard a terrible noise and thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. The broken piece of the urn fell into the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and uttered a huge scream.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Hey!
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all Korean village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big.
And that's when the I am got changed to back to Amy?
I didn't know it was originally written, how it was originally written, but the same person fixing it would assume it said Amy.
Any same person? Really?
Oh, pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then.
Jeez. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains.
Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used a golden statue to cover it up.
But you could clearly see the fucking, thing had rolled over it.
Yeah. The Amy Faye statue. Aha! The first time we came down here, it was on the night the Savior urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor in the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a very good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue happened to arrive from the mountain training hall.
And?
I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it there when you first saw it.
Well, even when the thing was still there, we saw the paint underneath it, so it didn't really cover up anything.
Yeah. But
why does it show that the paint isn't there in the picture, though?
Because that's how it looked.
Oh. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again?
Well then, who was it? Who would have done it and why?
What? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did another Master Mask show up here?
Especially since Luke was also there, killing KB.
Exactly. A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance.
So, Luke Abney was not a copycat. He just took the fall for being a copycat.
Technically speaking, if you want to be extremely technical, you could say that Luke Abney is sort of Master Mask because he's the one making the plans for Master Mask. I mean, he may not be carrying out the crimes themselves, but he's the one making the plans and putting it into motion.
Right.
So you could say that they are both Master Mask in a sense.
Hmm. I'm just very confused because, well, I just still don't understand the motive behind the murder.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well,
let's start the trial, I guess.
Hey, Nick.
What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Abney's trial today.
Detective Abney?
They say they're going to try him as Master Mask.
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see Master Mask's trial. Abney, or do you think it's Godot?
You know, that's a tough call. Because I know it sounds like a blackmail letter, so I would immediately think Abney.
I know.
By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me.
Pearls have really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Please don't ignore me. I guess it was Ron.
Oh.
I know you don't like me. Please don't ignore me. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Delight. Good morning.
No one likes me. No one will ever notice me. Even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly. Wait a second. You don't mean
you're the murderer? No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor.
Hey.
Now let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending him to help him commit the correct heist.
And then taking like 90% of the profit off of the stolen things.
Yeah.
Jeez. Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick?
It's possible. But today's trial's a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option. Because if Atme gets tried and quote unquote confirmed by the police as Master Mask, then we can't really use that to save Ron.
Say that one more time.
I think the reason we have to hurry is Atme's case is happening at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if his trial finishes and the police quote unquote confirm him as Master Mask, we can't use that excuse as an alibi for Ron.
Right. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready? Preparation of the last refuge of the week. Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot.
He's got the judge in the palm of his hand yet again.
What? How? He just said that was a really neutral thing to say. Let's see. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all.
What? Okay. But anyway, to expand on what you were saying, literally Godot just said some weird off-the-cuff thing like he always does, you know?
Right.
The whole preparation is a refuge of the weak, and it's like, so what do? You just improvise?
I guess. And the judge is like,
And then-
all right,
yeah.
everyone settle down.
And Phoenix...
Mr. Gano, your opening statement, please.
Right,
Which
like-
is how the case proceeds.
Exactly. Like, I feel like the judge was really just like, let's not start this shit. You
Yeah,
know?
and Phoenix is like, what do you mean let's start the shit? I'm not starting shit, you're starting shit!
And the judge is like, bro,
Mr. Wright, calm the fuck down. This is my murder courtroom.
And finally we have a murder.
We finally have a murder in my murder courtroom, and I'm excited to get to it. So, Mr. Gano, if you please, and, well,
Yeah.
that's where we're at. I just...
I don't know, man.
Phoenix, I'm not starting shit.
We all know that Phoenix is kind of insecure.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Like, he's done this for 3 years, and he's won every single case.
Except for technically the last case.
But
Yeah.
even so.
Yeah.
No, actually, even then, he got a not guilty verdict.
No, he got it guilty. Because, Matt Onguard was, in fact, guilty.
Right. Oh, okay. I thought you were meaning the last case, like, as in, like, yesterday. With the thief case, but not the murder case.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
bad.
I guess that would be the last case, wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
that's my bad.
Anyway, which, yeah, you are correct. But even so, that's not what matters. I mean,
Yeah.
he was guilty.
Right. And, I mean, it's still technically a victory for us because we got the bad guy to go to prison, even if he was our defendant,
Mm-hmm.
and we saved Maya.
Yeah.
So, it sure doesn't count as a win in the quote-unquote record, but it's a win in our books.
Who cares about the record?
Yeah.
We did what was right.
Yeah.
We set out to find the truth, and we found the truth.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Gano. Ha! Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly the way it must be more precise in your wording. That's all misstatement means. You understand now, right? Yes. Well, let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow, they're just taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Very well then, Mr. Gano. Please call your first witness. I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial.
That's a lot of fucking coffee.
I never drink more than that. Shut up.
I would hope you never drink that much. Like, sure you never drink more, but even getting to 17 is... That's a lot, man. I'm worried about
Coffee flows through my veins, not blood.
Listen, I'm just worried about your
Silence,
health.
lad.
I'm just worried about your health.
I've lived this long, haven't I?
Yeah, but you're not gonna live much longer if you keep this up.
Bah.
Come on, man. I kind of care about you. I know we just met, but I don't know. I feel like I
You
feel
seemed to
like
have a different reaction yesterday when I was trying to, mess with you.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's like this with all the prosecutors I end up coming across.
Well, goddamn, just figure out, do you want to be my friend or not?
I do want to be your friend. I do.
Then chill the fuck out.
All right.
Jeez.
All right.
Anyway. But the first one is always the best. Mr. Gano, your witness? Okay then. Let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Rondelight, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify.
Ha! You've got guts, Trey. I'll give you that.
Well, thank you.
Alright then, Mr. Rondelight, please take the stand.
He was already at the stand.
I mean, probably isn't prepared to testify on the stand.
Gotcha.
You did it, didn't you?
Yes. What? No. That's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever. To be fair, you did it, did you? Yes.
Alright then, case closed.
Guilty.
Jeez.
Can you imagine if, like, all kinds of other court cases were that quick? Did you do it? Yeah. Case closed.
Right.
Jeez. Well, Mr. Delaney he looks pretty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Ha. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Oh, dude. Oh.
Sorry, I didn't see that it was, It's okay, you got napkins and shit.
Why'd you even pour it into a cup anyway? Why not just drink it out of the bottle?
Just... Shut up, I don't know, I just wanted to be in the cup. Just shush, alright?
Well, with a bottle, you have a catch. With a cup, like, what if you accidentally, like, knock it over? With this, you can at least, like, oh no, I knocked it over. But look, there's a... You just really want your Dr. Pepper in a cup.
Yes.
Good grief.
Now, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
Well, we'll do the testimony in the next episode, and we gotta clean up a mess real quick. And plus, it's time anyway, so...
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
You can sell, like, shush, it's not that big of a deal, it's just a tiny little spill.
Yeah. See you guys next time.
Bye.